Luchasaurus, your official injury lawyers.
105.7 The Fan.
Injury Report is brought to you by Orthopedic Associates of Central Maryland. In pain? Contact the experts at Orthopedic Associates of Central Maryland at mdbonedocs.com. Care this good feels good to the bone.
Injury Report.
The inactives would be out right around now, but the kickoff's at 8:15, hour and a half. Using my Towson math, that tells me 6:45. So 10 minutes the inactives come out, but there's still a lot of interesting subjects we can get into with Dr. Ralph Zade. And Ralph, let's start with this. Players and coaches, for that matter, have lamented Thursday Night Football ever since its inception, going back 10, 15 years. Is there more susceptible, are players more susceptible to injuries with this quick turnaround?
That's a good question. I know it's not necessarily something proven, but, I think anecdotally it does seem like these players tend to have some more injuries with a quick turnaround just because they haven't quite recovered, from what they were when they get the full, 7 days. So I definitely do think, especially those guys who are recovering, are questionable, just the extra few days of, therapy, a little bit of rest, I think that can make a huge difference. I think especially for, those people, these quick turnarounds are particularly bad.
Hey, Doc, with Mark Andrews, because he missed practice a couple of days, and then when I watched the film on Sunday, and I watched the game tape the next couple of days too, he didn't look like he was favoring anything or anything. Then he missed all week of practice. What do you think's going on with the knee?
I don't, because he didn't look too bad, and I think he it's probably just like a sprain. I mean, there's always the possibility of something like a meniscus tear, where those can kind of wax and wane, but you can kind of still keep playing on them. But, I don't think it's anything major, like, torn ligament, stress fracture, something like that. Because, I agree, he really didn't look too bad, previously. Right. So I don't think anything major happened.
He's Dr. Ralph Zade. Doc, thanks so much for taking the time tonight.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
All right, Doc.
We'll see you. The inactives come out in about 7 minutes, but coming up after the break, we're going to climb the depth chart. Calais Campbell is not going to be playing tonight. Travis Jones